guys, welcome to the channel, and this is another speed build, and this one is a bit special because it is the Goth's new family home, and I wasn't going to build them a new home, at least not anytime soon, but I just kind of, I don't know, I just got a whim, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna build their new home, and it's gonna be amazing. And I was looking at Hampton style homes in the southeast, or not the southeast, the northeast, and yeah, so I just went kind of crazy, and I decided to build them a 5-bedroom 4-bath home. And this does have CC in it, which you'll see later, but I provided a Tumblr blog link for you guys to download the home. It has all the CC included, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoy it. But basically the idea of it was that the kids are getting older, and Bella and Mortimer are getting older, so I figured, I don't know, maybe they wanted to change, and they've been in the other house for a few years, wanted something a little more traditional looking. Maybe this is an older home that's, you know, been around for a while and they renovated it. And so the inside is a little more modern than I think a traditional Hamptons home would be furnished in. So I wanted to really have that mixture of traditional and contemporary and modern, and kind of minimalist in a way, but still having that Hamptons coastal vibe to it. The roof was a bit tricky on this house only because of the different angles and, you know, trying to make it at least somewhat playable, because whenever you have a rooms inside of the roof, it always clips in and it's really hard to plan. So I tried to make sure that it was pretty functional in the top floor, you know, because it's always difficult to get around up there sometimes. So here I'm just building the wraparound porch. It goes all the way around the house, and I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do like a round entryway, which was really nice, I thought. I wish that the stairs kind of went all the way around it. That was the idea, but unfortunately you can only have them at the front. So yeah, there's that. There isn't a lot of landscaping in this house because I figured there's a lot of trees and bushes and landscaping kind of on this lot already, like in the, not on the lot itself, but the surrounding area. And also the lot isn't that big. I wish it was a tiny bit bigger because I would have liked to add a pool or something like that. But I didn't really want to put this house on the lot they were living in originally. And I didn't really want to build on the 64 by 64 that's on the island. I thought that was way too big, and I felt like the Goths were kind of downsizing in a way, because, you know, the kids are getting older, so I think that would have been a good compromise for the Goth family. Just, you know, a little bit smaller lot, smaller rooms, things like that. What I had in mind for the outside was, you know, the paneling. It's not really paneling, but it's like birch shingles almost, but all the way around the house. That's kind of what I wanted for the house, but I couldn't really find something like that. So I went with this brick that looked like shingles, at least the coloring did to me. So that was the idea for that, for the outside. And I love these windows that Peacemaker did. They are, they're from one of his many beautiful sets. I used a lot of his content in this house. So honestly, if you guys aren't that into custom content and you just like the house itself and, you know, you don't really want a whole lot, Peacemaker is a really good place to start if you haven't downloaded CC but you'd like to. So if you just have Peacemaker, I mean, the outside will be, you know, completely intact, and a lot of the inside as well. So the download link I'll provide in the description for you guys to check out. I included the links to the creators because they do allow for CC to be uploaded with lot uploads, which is amazing. Thank you so much. And so you don't have to worry about anything. You just download it, put in the CC, and you're pretty much ready to go. You just have to place it from the gallery once you add it to your game. So as you guys know, I love to work on the kitchen first when I'm furnishing. I don't know why that is, but I don't know. I just feel like the kitchen is kind of the heart of the home, and I've said it before in another build, but I don't know. Something about doing the kitchen first just kind of sets the precedent of the rest of the home for me. That's just how I furnish. Sometimes I don't do the kitchen first, sometimes I'll do something else, but usually that's kind of my process on furnishing. But this is the living room, and it's right after you like pass the kitchen, it's right there. So it's very open on the first floor, and for the living room, I really wanted it to have an open family feel because the Goth family is pretty big considering they have, how many kids now? I don't know, 6? Well, a few of them are moved out now. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you are not familiar with the Goth family, I have an LP here on my channel just kind of playing through the Goth family as if they're a legacy. It's not really a challenge or anything. I'm just kind of playing through with the family, seeing their day-to-day lives, and, you know, just kind of playing through, no rules, no real direction, just kind of based on how their personalities are and things like that. If you haven't seen it though, we're in season 2 now, and I think I'm gonna go up to maybe 40 episodes before going on to season 3. If there is a season 3, probably will, because I love this family. But yeah, so season 2 is where we are. And if you don't want to watch all through season 1, I'm actually posting screenshots of season 1, and which has like storyline and more dialogue and things like that. Kind of a summarized version of season 1. I'm posting those on my channel Tumblr, which is IrrelephantSims.tumblr.com. So you can check that out if you want to get caught up and then watch season 2. So that's a good way to do it, I think, because I know as a viewer myself, it's sometimes really overwhelming if you haven't been watching an LP and there's like a bajillion episodes. So I totally get it. So that's something that's probably a good option for you guys in case you wanted to get involved. So I decided to just replace whatever tile I had behind the kitchen and just replace it with some subway tiles because they're my absolute favorite. And yeah, I think it brought everything together, but it was still neutral enough to be kind of cohesive with the rest of the room since it's so open. And I thought making the cabinets a nice navy blue would be awesome. So that way they kind of pop off of the subway tiles. I just thought that was an added cool little detail. I was going to change some of the cabinets, like have one above the fridge, but I didn't have the right fridge for it, so I was just like, whatever, it's fine. So this is Mortimer's office, and I thought having some nature artwork and just having it be a little more traditional than the rest of the home would be Mortimer's style. And so this is where he would write his books. He is a novelist. He's really high up in his career. I think he might be retiring soon. He's still about middle-aged until he becomes an elder. Maybe a little more than middle-aged, But yeah, so he's probably gonna retire, maybe in season 3, and we'll try to work on his, his career, make sure he gets there. So this room here is the master bedroom. It's the same size as Thomas's bedroom, which is on the other side. But I don't know. I don't think that Bella and Mortimer really wanted a big room or anything. And I think it's very cozy and it's just everything they would need. Very functional and more traditional than they've ever had in my series before. But I really like that. I think it's a nice change that I needed, that they needed, and I'm really excited to play in this house more. I think it's just a really nice change, and change is good sometimes. So this is their master bathroom, and it's the same size as the other one. They're identical pretty much. But I was thinking that this house, like I said in the beginning, is an older house, so I don't imagine any of the bedrooms or bathrooms to be super big. So it made sense to me, in a realistic way. So maybe they decided to renovate things just so the furniture and the plumbing and the bathrooms were a little more modern, and, decorated to their taste. So that's kind of what I was going for in this house. I don't think Bella, or actually I don't think Mortimer would be very happy that they only have one sink now, because being married myself, I know that having one sink is a little bit difficult, especially when, one person is trying to do their makeup and the other person's trying to brush their teeth or something. It's difficult to move around. So I totally get if Mortimer is having a hard time with that adjustment. Going back to the living room just to add a few pillows. I freaking love pillows in real life as I do in The Sims. It just makes the couches and the furniture a little more comfy looking and more lived in, I think. So this is Thomas's room. Thomas is the oldest, and he's probably going to be aging up soon, I think. He has pretty much the same furnishings that he did in the old house, but the only thing is he doesn't have like a large desk or anything. I gave him the one tile desk that came with City Living, which worked out pretty well, I think. And he also has a TV in his room, I believe. He really loves TV, he loves gaming. He's also an athletic sim, and I think he's going to be going into the athletic career, perhaps the professional athlete side of it, not so much the bodybuilder side of it, but he's super into basketball and he loves to run, and he really loves soccer as well, or football for you guys outside of the US. So he has a really cool style. It's just kind of all his own, I think, and I wanted to portray that in his room. So this room is Morgan's, and Morgan is the youngest of the Goth family. She was adopted, and she is blonde with blue eyes, so she looks nothing like the rest of the family, but she was adopted and she's very much loved by the family, just as if they were her own or their own. I thought about decorating her room like I did in her room in the previous home, but I honestly felt like her style would have changed a little bit since she's older now, and maybe she has a different favorite color, which I thought would be purple. So I ended up changing this wallpaper behind the bed, but I still wanted to make it seem very youthful, and we still have her penguin TV in her room, because I think she would like to watch TV, maybe even have the TV on while she goes to sleep. I actually had a best friend that couldn't go to sleep without the TV on, and then she would just put like a timer on the TV, so after an hour or so she would fall asleep. I, for one, I can't go to sleep with the TV on. I don't know what it is, but I want to watch TV if it's on, so I just can't relax and go to sleep, so. But I'm sure some of you guys maybe don't mind that. I do like to sleep with the fan on, though. That's one thing. I just kind of like the noise in the background, but it's not distracting or anything, so that's just me. But yeah, so here I am just changing everything to purple. I do change the bed covers also, because I found a recolor of this bed. By the way, I think it's Peacemaker that has those bed covers, but somebody did really nice recolors. A few people did, actually, and they're just so cute, and you'll see a few of them as I cycle through. So this bedroom is James, and James is the second youngest. He's around Morgan's age. They grew up together, so they're like besties, which is adorable, and I love it. But he's kind of, I don't know. I don't really know his personality yet. He's just kind of following after his brothers, and he looks up to his older siblings, definitely. So I don't think we'll know his personality until he's older, maybe when he's a teen. But you guys will have to let me know what you think about him and kind of the direction he's going in as far as his personality goes. And last but not least, this room is David's, and David is the second oldest in the household right now. He's probably the fourth oldest altogether, but he is an artist, and I think he's definitely going to be maybe an art critic or a professional painter or a graphic artist, something like that. I think that he's a very sensitive guy, and he's always the one that goes through mood swings. Like his brother Thomas goes through mood swings sometimes, but David is just like, oh my gosh, like he's either really sad for no reason, or he gets like familial distress. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.